Welcome back.
Hello.
To Bookend.
Woo! We're in the middle of something important here.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of hoping you lock the door.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly. My hands are tied.
Right. Hey, Misha, could you come in here and watch the door for us?
I don't know if I said this. Even if she can't hear me, it puts me at ease. I started to realize that I didn't have that much to complain about, but there's still... Well, never mind. Whatever I had to say is not important. She glances at me for no reason other than I am talking, because she can't understand what I'm saying. Shizune becomes increasingly flustered, but doesn't sign anything in reply. Shizune sucks in her breath sharply as she trying to keep herself upright as she teeters on top of me. The skirt of her dress covers both of our intimate parts, so Bookend Gaming doesn't have to censor it.
Yeah! Thanks, game.
And traps our body heat under it like a tent. Also awesome. Chair sex. Under it, I feel unbearably hot, and Shizune's hand guiding me only adds to it.
This is real dangerous, because you can't warn her when you're close. You can't throw her off of you.
That's true. You just have to yell in her face.
Yeah, are you going to headbutt her?
Being so close to her, I can see the sweat beading on her skin and the fog that forms on her glasses.
And that Harry Potter W on her forehead.
When... Oh, God. I see. Okay. It's her lifeline.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Sorry, I interrupted.
Sweat. Fog that forms on her glasses when they slide down her nose and too close to her mouth before she pushes them back up. Her fingertips press onto my shoulders, holding onto them to steady herself, pushing against them to pull herself off of me, and then running down my arms and grasping for my wrists and hands as she pushes herself back down. Maneuvering around like this is difficult at best. Shizune tries to brace herself against me while pushing herself up and down with her feet. I attempt to kiss her, but only manage to succeed in touching our foreheads together, at least not painfully. You did headbutt her.
Yeah.
My thoughts wander briefly to whether or not the door is locked.
There you go.
If it were to open now, I'd probably have a heart attack, literally. And then there's the question of who would be opening the door. We're just playing musical chairs. Shizune lost.
Time to meet her mom.
The sense of danger only serves to make Shizune's movements more torturous, and I wish she would speed up, but from this position, it may not even be possible. I start moving my hips upwards in rhythm with her, trying to... It doesn't matter to me that my movements are shaking the chair we're on, creating a loud knock as the wooden chair raps against the wooden floor.
No one will hear that.
Are you kids clog dancing in here?
What are you doing to my chairs?
Her breathing grows louder, and even sounds like suppressed escape her throat. Though it's obvious that she wants to hold them in, they're still loud enough that they would be audible to anyone standing outside the door. Great.
Oh, God.
I stop Shizune, partly because it's harder to keep up with her as she starts getting more and more into it, and moving faster than I can manage to match while under her. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
My heart races so quickly that I can almost hear the blood pounding in my temples. And more worryingly, I can feel a dull throb in my chest. I stop thinking about the pressure I feel between my thighs, if only for a moment. Afterwards, I listen to the sound of my heartbeat slowing down until it reaches its normal rhythm. I listen to the sound of Shizune's breathing as it does the same. Her glasses are slightly askew, and this is the first time she isn't messing around with them in some way. I want to straighten them for her, but the second I try, I'm reminded that I can't. Shizune seems to have forgotten it as well. Here, let me fix that for you.
Just do it with your nose.
I guess she doesn't mind that you just...
Well, that's on her.
All right. Instead of getting up, she presses herself against me in the chair to extend her reach. It's almost as if this was the only position she can think to untie my hands from. This is what I think as I feel her unbinding my wrists.
Yeah, she won't get pregnant. It's gravity.
Oh.
Right?
No. However,
sex ed has failed me.
She doesn't get off me. Her fingers gently stroke against mine, occasionally bending inwards to run over my palms. It's funny, but I feel more connected to Shizune through this simple act than before. Well, isn't that kind of second nature?
Yeah.
Shizune stays pressed against me like this for some time. It's a little uncomfortable, but it makes me feel happy, as if I could stay like this for hours. And then I die.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
wow.
we had sex with Shizune.
Yay!
And nobody caught us.
Yay!
That I know of. Oh god, the door was open! The days since that have passed so quickly that time seemed to slip through my fingers like water. Every time I've tried to talk with Shizune, she has been out running errands or with Misha. I feel as if she's avoiding me.
Not accurate.
I'm not surprised.
Once high schoolers start having sex, they never stop.
Of course, it bothers me, right? But I think the way she's acting seems pretty natural. Then again, it's not like I've been through this before. Oh, look, it's Misha.
Hey there.
Whenever I can't find Shizune, I end up running into Misha, and when I do, I ask her to help me with my signing. However, she always ends up squirming out of it. We're leaving after today, so I'm determined not to let her escape this time. Once we head back to school, we're probably going to have to start grinding through more student council affairs
Calm down.
in preparation for school restarting. I want to brush up on my signing as much as possible by then, even if it's a day's worth. I was just thinking, yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Come on, it's pretty much just having a couple sign language conversations. You do that all the time. Actually, you're doing it right now.
Wow, really, Hee-chan? That's funny.
I mean, you are.
Yeah.
Misha temporarily stops her unconscious signing in order to wave her hands in front of her face in denial. You can't see me. But then quickly resumes gesturing everything the
I
both
don't know
of
the
us
fucking John Cena song.
are saying to no one in particular.
Hee-chan, you're so persistent. Suddenly being interested in sign language again? Could it be that Hee-chan wants to make a career out of it? That's not fair. That was my idea first. You should be careful, Hee-chan. Times change too quickly, and if you don't watch your back, someone might stab you in it. By the time I decided I wanted to be a sign language interpreter, they had cell phones that people could type out whole paragraphs on. Amazing. Not very good for me, though.
As if she knows that another deferral isn't going to cut it this time, Misha changes her tune pretty quickly to a more apologetic one.
I'm sorry, Hee-chan. I'm just so tired. Especially lately. Even though being with She-chan is fun, she has way more energy than me. Teaching on top of that would be too tiring. I don't have that much stamina, sorry.
She doesn't seem very tired, shouting the statement with her usual cheer and vigor. I know it's wrong of me to keep pestering her like this, though. But I will anyways.
Actually, She-chan and I were planning on going shopping today. It's our last chance to pick up some souvenirs.
Can I freaking go with you guys?
Picking up souvenirs from home?
Souvenirs, huh? What friends do you have? I almost forgot that I was on vacation. I understand what you're saying. Teaching that doesn't seem so easy. Hideki asked me to teach him how to sign, and I was unbelievably lost the whole time. Well, I wonder how it'll work out for you when you become a sign language teacher. You can't get too tired too easily doing that.
Yeah, right. I hope not. Hee-chan, now I'm kind of worried, but souvenirs. So, some other time, Hee-chan. Ha 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 ha! Do you want us to get you something too?
No, I want to come with. Why do I have to stay here? Just because I understand doesn't mean I don't want her to teach me. I suppose I can't press her any further now, though. Even I'm bothered by how selfish it would seem to do so. I give up. No, don't get me anything. I'm serious. Don't surprise me with a funny shirt or something.
Don't
okay?
buy me an Xbox. I definitely don't want an Xbox.
Don't tell Shizune to buy slutty lingerie. I will hate it. I don't like the sound of that. Slipping on her shoes, she yells goodbye to the otherwise empty house and opens the door to leave, letting a cool breath of fresh air into the hallway. A tuft of dark hair peeking from the doorframe tells me Shizune is waiting for her outside. Good morning. Misha translates for me from beyond the doorway, and Shizune turns around to give me a small wave. Even though it's different from her usual offhand greetings in the smallest ways, there's unmistakable hesitation there. It leaves me with a vaguely empty and distant feeling.
She's already over you. She got what she needed.
Yeah, didn't she say that she
Yeah.
likes to lure many different people in?
Yeah.
Hee-chan, you're up early. Am I interpreting a conversation?
Interrupting.
Oh, sorry. It's Misha. I was very confused.
Yeah,
She usually is interpreting the conversation.
I was trying to get Misha to teach me how to talk to you. But I guess I was being impatient, and it can wait. You two were planning on going shopping today anyway.
Not inviting me, apparently.
Having Misha there. I forget to sign my words as I say them. Unfortunately, since she's in a move to fill the doorway, Misha is behind her. This brief misalignment in our positions means that what I'm saying is totally lost on her. I don't understand you at all. There are some things I want to say that I can't put in a way she would understand. And there are entire conversations that she could have that would go right over my head. I want to tell her now that it won't be that way for much longer.
What you do is you make a circle with one hand, and you point with the other,
Yeah?
and then you put them together.
Oh, okay. And that means let's play darts?
Yeah.
Instead, I just say, never mind, and tell them to have a good time, then wave them off. Like, why? Why wouldn't they take you? Is there a reason?
She's over you.
Just...
She's done with you.
She
got what she wanted.
I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone is out for the day, so I sit down on the biggest and most comfortable looking chair in the living room with a book. Not a sign language book, but one of the novels I checked out of the library my first week.
She's already pregnant, and she's afraid to tell you.
That was so long ago. I should really start chipping at the pile of books I borrowed, or at least return them. Oh, Jesus. 16 pages in, Jigoro walks into the room, a stack of papers in one hand and a sword twirling idly like a baton in the other, casually shaking water from a recent shower from his hair. Upon being seen doing something so ungentlemanly, he freezes like a deer in headlights and slowly moves on to smoldering with powerful but baseless fury as he sits down on the couch a few feet away. This is only the third time I've met him, and I'm already starting to feel nauseous on reaction. I guess, in a way, this could be considered a kind of charisma. I haven't even said anything, and he already seems less than pleased. It's likely a bad idea to provoke him, and just talking to him may count as provoking him. However, I can't help thinking of the alternative situations that could play out.
I heard you through the door.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We will now be holding a wedding.
It's not a shotgun wedding, it's a sword wedding.
Yeah, let's say I don't open my mouth at all and walk away. Maybe to go read in my room or outside. That would definitely go down as an unforgivable
A shogun
insult.
wedding. Nailed it, sorry.
He would probably tell me to hold it and destroy me. Either way, not too polite on my part. What are you reading? Shut up.
The draft of my autobiography. It is the story of a man who wakes up to find an uninvited guest in his living room, sitting in his chair and reading Shoujo, literary dreck.
Really?
I think I've read that before.
I've barely started reading the book. I don't even have an opinion on it yet. I can already see how this conversation is going to play out, so I might as well try to steer it in a different direction. Where's Hideki?
You even ask questions, Rudri. Disgraceful. That aside, why would you even ask me such a stupid question? How would I know? Am I my son's keeper? Yes.
Yes. Well, you are his dad, and it seems like he does live here, so... But I guess I can't say that, tempting as it is. I give up. I already tried to make small talk with him and failed. It's like trying to talk to a brick wall that also hates you. This is my cue to leave and sift through my wallet to see if I have enough money to go to a movie.
Alone?
There you go. You get out of there.
Ugh.
That's why I never go to movies.
But yeah, I'm not going to a movie alone.
No.
It's like sitting at a restaurant alone.
I've done that too, and I hate it.
I've done it like for lunch when I'm working and things like
Yeah.
that, but not like at like a restaurant.
Right.
All right, we are at an episode.
Great.
We'll deal more with her father next time
We're going to a movie.
by yourself.
Yay!
Yeah, maybe you can take a decky. We'll go by ourselves.